Hello YouTube, here's another episode of Cast Iron Savvy. If you have any questions or comments, here's the email address, castironsavvy@gmail.com. And remember to hit the subscribe button below so you can keep updated with our new episodes. Today is going to be a real short episode. I wanted to point out something that a lot of people may overlook. And, some collectors probably know, right away what I'm going to be talking about here. But anyway, here are what appears to be two identical Griswold number 5 oval roaster lids. We call this the raised letter lid because it has these raised letters on it. So if you see raised letter lid, that's what this is referring to. Wagner Ware had raised letters. Plus, other type. Griswold had both, raised letters and smooth top. Those are, some terminology collectors use. But anyway, they appear to be on the surface, almost identical. But don't ever just pass up one of these lids because you think, well, I don't need a number 5 oval roaster lid. Let's turn them over. And let's look at them a little closely. This one here, it's got a lot of excess oil on it. It's a number 5 oval roaster, Griswold logo, Erie, Pennsylvania, pattern 746. Okay, let's look at this one. Number 5 oval roaster, Griswold logo, Erie, Pennsylvania, pattern number 646. So you say, okay, looks all the same to me. Here's where the difference is. See this little tab right here? It's not on the regular oval roaster lid. And also this has been extended. And you can see the line right there. So this is a factory modified lid based off of the oval number 5 oval roaster lid pattern. Because the pattern numbers are exactly the same. They factory modified this pattern, the 646 pattern, with this little extension and this tab. And it's the same on both sides. The extension and this little tab. And what did they do that for? They did that so it would fit a number 15 Griswold oval skillet. So if we take this regular oval roaster lid and try and put it on there, as you can see, it doesn't quite fit. Doesn't quite cover it up. It doesn't quite fit. It could be used. You can use it on this skillet, no problem. You're just cooking. But with this modified lid, fits perfect. Covers up the entire cooking surface and fits perfectly on there. So, just keep that in mind when you're out picking, that if you see one of these raised letter, and it will look exactly like this. They all look exactly the same. I've been told that they were possibly a prototype. I really don't go for the idea that they're a prototype. There's too many of them out there. And when I say too many, I mean like, 2 dozen, maybe like, 24 to 50 of them, probably. Definitely less than 100. And I think that's too many for a prototype. Prototype, they typically make 3 of, something like that. Just some very small number, so they could test it out internally, and then they would, make the real version that they were going to mass produce. It is a prototype in a way that this particular cover was very short-lived, and then they actually, I guess after they found out that they would sell and there was a demand for a cover for their, you know, oval skillets, because the 15 is the only oval skillet that they actually made a cover for. The 13, 15, 13 and a half, 16 and a half, 17, 17 and a half. None of the other ones besides the 15 there was a cover for. So just keep in mind when you're out picking, you see an odd number 5 roaster lid. If it's sitting on a number 5 oval roaster, you don't have to look at it, because this lid will not fit on a number 5 oval roaster with this tab on there. So you don't have to pick up every number 5 oval roaster and turn the lid over. It's just if you see an odd lid laying someplace, that it could possibly be one of these number 15, early number 15 oval skillet lids. Alright, well that's all for now. You're watching Cast Iron Savvy. There's our email address, castironsavvy@gmail.com. Send us some questions, comments, anything you'd like to send us, and we'll either get back with you individually, or we'll create an episode, you know, featuring, you know, your thoughts or your comments that you send us. And like I said before, hit the subscribe button below, and keep updated on our new episodes. Until next time, happy collecting.